HARC begins its international tour at the Oulton Park circuit in the United Kingdom, and Annie Thomas is on point in car number 93. Having a great qualifying effort, this team actually bookended the field, her teammate Daniel Voiles starting in last place. A very difficult turn one. We were actually running an older layout for this circuit. In modern races, they typically run the shorter version of this racetrack, but we have reopened the longer circuit for the HARC Series. This should be a challenge. John Christchurch got a 10-spot grid penalty after Wes Jones got a penalty last week. Christchurch running the foreign tour. But, to make matters worse, he had an issue on the grid. He would end up starting from pit road instead. So, Christchurch not off to a good start to his limited schedule. Lucas Knight from the United Kingdom, one of the only home track drivers in this event, battling for second place. He's going to make contact with Jack Lagasse, end up into the inside wall. Keep it down there, keep it down there. Risky maneuver by car number 8, and everyone's going to split him. No contact from anyone else, but Lucas Knight goes from third to last on the opening lap of the race. Luko Brovac in car number 78, running in the 78 car instead of Mark Nutt. Brovac actually turned a lot of heads in the garage area with that paint scheme, but he's going to end up turned around in turn number 1. Allie Nelson clipped him, and the 96 and the 78 have gotten together before at Concord. So a little bit of history between these two race teams. Daniel Voiles in the 52, we mentioned he started this race in last place. He's going to get off in that corner. Watch out! Oh, he's going to cross over in front of the pack. No contact made with anyone else, but Voiles off to a bad start. That would prove to be a very difficult turn today. A lot of drivers went off in practice as well. And I think Voiles had some issues in that corner in qualifying. John Christchurch got back out on the racetrack, but he's in front of the leaders and very slow. Andy Thomas is going to work his way to the inside line. Jack Lagasse's not going to have any patience, just going to turn the 404 machine. Christchurch is sliding down this straightaway. Oh, be careful, don't do that, don't do that. He makes contact with Spencer Fullerton. Fullerton, heavy damage to his machine, and Christchurch, damage to the back. Christchurch would keep it rolling, but car number 73 would be done for today. This has not been a good start to the year for Christchurch. And some cars off track as well. Joshua Michaels, Christian Hartono in the 24. That's a big name. Let's go on board with the 73, see what he saw. And just nowhere to go. He had a car up to his outside he wasn't quite clear of. That was Eugene DeMax, so Fullerton really, he didn't want to turn himself in front of DeMax, tried to thread the needle. Christchurch backed up just ever so slightly. And I think some oil is what caused these two drivers to go off track, Joshua Michaels and Christian Hartono. This is big for Hartono. He's doing very well in the standings. This and also as a road race ace, this is going to definitely hurt the 24 machine. Antivia Kingray in the AR Bodies Chevy, having a rough season after a solid U.S. tour last year. He's going to get off in that corner and slide it off into that wall over there. Luckily, not too much damage to the 03. He kept it off the wall in both cases, so he's going to keep going. 52 of Daniel Voiles is going to head down pit road early. He's got a bit of an overheating issue. It looks like he's got some grass in the grill of the 52. They're going to try and fix that. Oh, another car off! That's AJ Green, who was up there in the top 5. He's going to slide off again. What is this season for AJ Green? You just can't catch a break. Going to go from the top 5 to outside the top 20. The Jolly Rogers machine is not too jolly today, as he gets a little bit of a bump from Derek Hamill as he enters the racetrack. Annie Thomas, car number 93, is trying to hold off the 09 of Brandon Crasta for the lead. Crasta's just been dogging the back of the 93 car, as Crasta feels he's got some good equipment today. Brandon Crasta and his sister Sydney, both very aggressive racers on the circuit. They've gotten into some tussles before. But Annie Thomas is holding tried and true, trying to hang on to this one. Thomas is a pretty decent road racer. Some people don't give her the credit for that, but the Australian native has a lot of experience, has run some of the bigger events down in Australia in her time. Crasta going to lose a little bit of ground on the 93 machine. There's the 97 of Guerra hanging in right behind them. But Crasta's just been making a lot of aggressive moves. The 93 car doing a great job holding off these advances. But here we go, a little bit of a run for the 09 going into that difficult corner. I believe that's turn number 3 if I'm not mistaken. Crasta going to go wide, got to be careful there. high line could get you a little bit loose. Into the corner, Krasta sees an opening, and the 09 is going to make contact with 93, shoves the 93 car off the racetrack. Annie Thomas gets wrecked for the race lead on lap number 6. A little early to be doing a move like that, aren't we? Annie Thomas not happy over the radio. She's going to lose tons of ground on the lead in a race that she felt she had a good shot of winning. She'll have to try and make it up through the day, but Brandon Krasta, a bit of instant karma for him. Nicholas Guerra is actually going to get the drop on him. Looking to the inside, the 97 car drag race down this long straightaway. Very hilly race course with a lot of fast straightaways and tight corners. A difficult racetrack, but the 97 is going to get ahead of car number 09. Nicholas Guerra goes to the race lead. Now Guerra, we don't talk about him too much, but he's actually a pretty decent road racer. He's had some solid runs up in Canada. Ran at Motorsport a couple times in some other series. But Nicholas Guerra is actually a pretty decent road racer, and he's going to try and hang on to this one. He knows what the 09 is capable of now, so he's going to have to adjust his strategy to meet that expectation of the 09. 44 car is going to go up to third place. Justin Carter in the 85 machine, he's having a good season in points as we go into this corner. Looks like the 55 of AJ Green's going to get into the back of him and turn him. He's sideways on the racetrack. They're all trying to avoid him. Colin McGovern makes some contact. But Carter going to get spun by one of the drivers that's a little bit further down in points. I don't think Carter's going to be too happy about that, and I don't think we're going to see a lot of friendships at the end of this race. Welch's machine's going to drop all the way back behind Antivia Kingray. Car number 97 in the lead. Krasta's going to go for that diving move again. He tries to wreck him again, but Guerra is going to save it this time. I think he was expecting that. Absolutely scoundrel-like moves by the 09 of Krasta. I don't think the official's going to appreciate the way he's been racing his fellow competitors at the end of this one. So Krasta's got to really keep it together. Speaking of someone who isn't keeping it together, it's Taylor Price. Different paint scheme this week. He's going to go off track in turn numbers 3 and 4. Tabasco car goes in a little hot, as it were. But Taylor Price going to get that 35 machine back on track, and just look at all the spots he's going to lose. Oh, Mifune Sanjuro is going to get turned by Derek Hamill. And I think the 35 car got a little sideways there as well. I was looking down at the 6, but Price is going to lose even more spots after going around again in the grass. Sanjuro is going to get turned by the lift machine, and I don't think Sanjuro is going to leave a good rating for her lift driver today. For his lift driver, my apologies. Lucas Knight, car number 8, running him near the top of the field, but he's reporting a bit of a tire rub. He's going to come down early. Now, this could potentially be a strategy move because they're looking at about 30 laps for fuel mileage. We're on lap 10, so if he can make it work, things could happen. Nozomi and Nelson also go down pit road with him. Nick Pericles in the 84 car. He's been on a hot streak. He gets in too hot and goes off in the corner. The wheel chill machine is going to have a little bit of wheel hop in that corner. Pericles is going to try and salvage it, but didn't qualify too well for this event, and it's not running too well at the moment. Sanjuro is caught up to the back of him. Car number 44, Jim Gambit. We have to talk about this driver. He's been quietly great this year. He's been finishing a lot of third place, top 5, top 10. Gambit's been very strong on a wide variety of tracks, from the short tracks to the road courses. It's just that he hasn't been the driver in victory lane. Came so close at Granby, but just ran into some misfortune that took him out of the win. But he sits in third place right now, and he knows that the 09 car is going to try and turn some people. He might have a good shot. Lap traffic yet again in the form of the 404 machine of John Christchurch. He's going to hold up these drivers, but Guerra's going to look to the inside, try and get by him. Good move by the 97. The 09 sees his opportunity. He's going to try and look to the inside as well. Christchurch has been very aggressive out on the racetrack. Hasn't really been budging for many people. Gambit's going to look low on the 404 machine. See if he can complete the pass in the final corner. Caitlin Sang's going to have to try and get by now. Well, looks like she's not going to catch him in the right place. Sydney Krasta, car number 21. Her brother's out near the front in second place. She's a little bit further back, but still having an okay day. He's going to get off track, though, a little bit and collect Max Anderson. I knew at some point someone was going to cross over in front of someone else and collect someone else, but I'm surprised it took this long. Krasta gets into the back of Max Anderson, and unfortunately Anderson gets the worst of this, as he's going to lose quite a few positions. Krasta was able to recover it a little bit better, so she's going to continue. Max Anderson maybe not too happy about that maneuver. Luko Brovac's going to pit on lap number 17 with Jeffrey Finguy and Mifune Sanjuro, so I think they're going to try and play a little bit of strategy here, seeing if they can maybe pit early and maybe gain some track position. They're a little bit further back, so it might be difficult. Sylvain Lesavage is going to get loose in turn number 1, spin in front of the 21 machine. And that is some heavy contact with the inside wall. It's really beating up the front of the 88 machine. He would lead it back to pit road, however, and try and get back out there. But absolute shame for the 88 machine. He was hoping for a good run today. Car number 09, Brandon Krasta, trying anything to get by the number 93. He's going to get a little too wide in turn number 1. That's going to open the door for Jim Gambit in the 44. Jim's going to go by and thank the 09 for the spot. Jack Lagasse trying to steal a spot away as well. But I don't think Lagasse's going to have that momentum to the outside. The inside line seems to be where you want to be on this track for whatever corner you get into. Looks like the 18 is going to give up for now and slot in behind the 09. See if he can maybe get a spot in the corner. But Gambit's going to win on that accord. Chris Church is causing some more problems for drivers a little bit further back in the field. He's going to crowd them 3 wide into that tight corner. That's going to send Tony Tavolares and Joshua Stakuli off track. And Chris Church not making a lot of friends in his first start of the year. Well, technically second. He did run in Montgomery, but this is his first full-on points event of the year. And he's driving a little carelessly, as it were. The 09 Brandon Krasta definitely has the speed today. One of the few drivers to make a pass in this section of the course. He's going to look low to the inside of the 44 of Jim Gambit. Side-by-side battle down the front straightaway. Gambit leads him to the line. They both try and chase the 97. Krasta has that preferred inside line going into turn number 1. Oh, the Gambit gets a little squirrely in that corner. Saves it. Can he stay ahead of the 09? He's got the inside track in this corner. Looks like he might be able to hold on to it, but the draft could play a factor. Jack Lagasse's kind of drafting with both of them. He hasn't decided who he's going to go with yet. He's not sure who's going to gain that advantage. It looks like he's going to go for the 44, but Krasta makes it work on the outside in that corner. I've not seen a driver be able to pass on the outside in turn 3. And Jack Lagasse sees an opportunity. He's going to pass for the 3rd place position. Maybe not. The 18 car loses some momentum on corner exit. Jim Gambit's going to go back to 3rd, but Krasta up to 2nd, trying to challenge that 97 for the race lead. If only he can catch up. Sylvain Lesavage is going to get back out on the racetrack. The 24 of Christian Hartono lapping him to his inside, but the 88 car gets off track as well. Oh, watch out! That's a very veteran move by Hartono. He slowed up. He knew that the 88 car was coming. Bad day for Lesavage in the 88 car, as there's been a lot of struggles today. Ooh, Jack Lagasse, he's aggressive for a victory. He's going to nearly force the 44 off track. Granted, that was a fairly clean pass. No contact was made. Lagasse just drove it in there with confidence. Caitlin Tsang's going to maybe pick up a spot as well, as Gambit might drop all the way back to 5th place. Tsang trying to get the inside line. Gambit clips the dirt. And I think that's going to be enough to allow Caitlin Tsang to get by in the ICC machine. Gambit going to have to try and pick up some ground if he wants a chance to swoop in for the win near the end of this one. Car number 09, Brandon Krasta, has been steadily catching the number 97. He sees an opportunity. He's going to try and go for it, looking to the inside line. Makes contact with the 97. He wrecks himself and Nicholas Guerra. 3rd time he's tried this move. It's not worked any of the times, and it's just an absolutely low blow move. Krasta's not gaining a lot of fans out here today, and that was a fairly disgusting move, in all honesty. Wrecks the race leader out of it and loses some spots himself. Brandon Krasta, I don't know what he is thinking today. However, a happy camper in that regard is Jack Lagasse. It's a good thing he made that bold maneuver on the 44, because now he finds himself in the race lead. Jack Lagasse has been close to winning a couple of these events, but has just not had the luck. Watkins Glen was the prime example. a flipping Daniel Voiles on the front straightaway took him out of that victory. Can he bring this unsponsored number 18 the victory lane? And it still baffles me that Jack Lagasse has not been able to secure sponsorship this year, considering the runs he's had. But here comes a challenge from Caitlin Sang. Caitlin decides not to wreck the 18. You know what, Caitlin, that's a very admirable maneuver. Car number 39, Andreas Allen. Not going to do such a thing, though. He's going to take car number 43, Max Anderson, off track with him. Poor Max Anderson today. He's been the victim of 2 incidents where he was just minding his own business and got turned. However, a small gain for this one. Max Anderson is going to keep his spot ahead of Andreas Allen. 44 of Jim Gambit sees an opportunity to the inside of Caitlin Sang, and he's going to take it. Fairly clean pass. A little bit of bumping involved there, but I think that's just because of how tight the corner is. Jim Gambit is going to get by cleanly and make the pass for second place. Though, hold on, Caitlin Sang getting a little momentum. 44 is not quite cleared the 07 yet, but inside track going into this corner, I think Gambit could get it done. Ooh, Sang actually had a pretty good corner there. Gambit didn't get the best exit. Sang, battle between them. There's Mike Wisnowski in the 23 car. Catching up to this main pack, he finds himself in the mix now. Looks like the 44 car is going to gain a little bit from the 23's draft and stay ahead of the 07. Now he's got one more driver to beat. It's Jack Lagasse in the 18. Car number 696, Scott Roush, heads to pit road. This is the first of scheduled green flag pit stops on lap number 28. He goes down with Mike Hankins in car number 7. But we had our full pit stops. Leaders would pit on lap 29. Eugene DeMax in car number 90 would go to the race lead. Looks like Kaloa Hankins in the 0 is going to stay out as well, but most of your lead cars would go down pit road. Sans a couple lap cars, and you see a couple drivers who were maybe just outside the top 10 head down pit road. Eugene DeMax would pit the next lap. Here's the battle off pit road. Eugene DeMax in car number 90. We have not talked about him all day, but the Black Swine number 90 is going to not only take the lead, but take a sizable lead on Jack Lagasse in the 18. Great job for DeMax. DeMax has been in a couple of positions to win this year. Hasn't quite sealed the deal on some of those. It's a 90 car having a good day today. Scott Roush makes some contact with the Frenchman, Benoit Lothaire-Irvine. They both slide and create a near roadblock. Good thing there's a gap between them and the driver behind him. And P.J. Williams in the 26 is going to go off track. That's a shame for him. That was just, he got a little hot. 3 wide battle, though. It looks like Sidney Crest is going to gain on that one. So, the Crasses haven't always been losing today. Sidney going to get by them. Looks like Scott Roush was the driver who lost the most on that deal, as drivers battle behind them. How about William Duncan? He's having a great day today. With 5 laps to go, he sits in the 8th place position. He's ahead of Nicholas Guerra in the number 97 machine. William Duncan is a bit of a road racer. He's got some success at tracks like Watkins Glen. This track's a little bit different than Watkins Glen, of course, but having a solid run today, especially because we didn't really consider him much throughout the day. 23 of Mike Wisnowski is going to make the pass on the 07 of Caitlin Sang. This is for the looks to be 4th place position. Wisnowski's had quite the day today. He usually gets skipped over in most events. Not really a driver who specializes particularly anywhere. But this has been a good breakthrough run for him today. Car 90, Eugene DeMax out front. Jack Lagasse's going to overdrive that corner. Oh no. Jack Lagasse, car number 18, overdrove the corner and collects the race leader. I'm not sure what happened there. I think the 18 car just overdrove it. I don't think that wasn't like Cresta where he turned the 90. He just had no control of that car on the outside line. DeMax is going to lose the race lead. And we got a report that the 18 car might have a mechanical issue now. Let's take another look at what happened there. So yeah, the 18 car just gets up to the high side where the marbles are, gets in the loose stuff, and then just comes across in front of the 90. That couldn't have been any worse luck from the number 90 unless the track had opened up in front of him. So now, Mike Wisnowski, car number 23, finds himself in the race lead on the final lap. Lagacy gets into the race leader with just 2 laps to go, and Mike Wisnowski, who found himself in 3rd place at the time, now finds himself in the race lead. He's got a little bit of lap traffic though, and Caitlin Sang is a pretty decent road racer. He's got a lot on his plate. He has to survive one more long, excruciating lap here at Oulton Park. Looks like Lasavage is going to be a kind back marker, perhaps. Maybe let the 23 go. No, he's going to give a challenge. That might open the door for Caitlin. He's going to bump with the race leader. What are these drivers thinking today? I don't know what some of these drivers have been up to. It's been a very a very angry environment out on the racetrack. John Christchurch is going to maybe let the 23 go. Yes, he will. I think he's learned his lesson throughout the day. Sang's going to have a hard time getting by the 88 car, and that's going to put a lap car between Wisnowski and the 07. Eugene DeMax trying to salvage a good finish. He sits 8th. William Duncan on the back bumper. Impatient. It's going to wreck car number 90. Car number 90 is smoking on the back straightaway. William Duncan just absolutely turns him. Coming out of that corner. No patience from the 83. And Eugene DeMax would look to be a victory just 2 laps ago. Is now going to be a poor finish for him. He's got to make sure he gets out of that racing line, though. He doesn't want to collect any more drivers. He has an opportunity to actually still finish since he's just got to limp around this lap and get to the line. But it's an absolute heartbreaker for car number 90. And I'm not sure if the stewards will be too happy with car number 83. Jeffrey Finguy in the 92, we didn't talk about too much today, but he's going to turn some heads on the final lap here. Gets loose in this corner. He's going to head toward the wall. Make some contact with it. Heavy contact with the wall. Oh my god. And I'm surprised that car's still driving. I don't know how he survived that. He must have hit it just right, but car number 93 is definitely going to be a little bit slow now. A lot of damage to the Ruby. Number 92 loses 2 spots on the grid, but that could have been a whole lot worse. However, coming to the line, car number 23. Would anyone have expected Mike Wisnowski to win here at Oulton Park? I don't think so, but he did so anyways. Great job for car number 23. Mike Wisnowski getting his first win in the HARC Pro Series. Great job. Car with not a lot of sponsorship on the front, just has the Firebird logo, but Wisnowski getting it done at a track that no one expected him to win at. Mike Wisnowski won the race. Caitlin Sang a solid 2nd place run, followed by Jim Gambit, still hanging on the 3rd, Mr. Consistency. Brandon Cresta, despite the dirty driving today, will come up with a top 5. Kaloa Hankins, 5th place on the grid. That is a solid effort for that team. They've been putting together a lot of good runs throughout the year. Nicholas Guerra finishes 6th, followed by Derek Hamill, who muscled his way up to 7th spot. William Duncan will finish 8th. Benoit Lethaire Irvine will finish 9th despite some issues today. And Scott Roush will round out the top 10.